Laird, Terence Laird.
Terence Laird.
Terence Laird.
Terence Laird.
Terence Laird.
Last kind of calendar season I had was up and down, a lot of injuries, a lot of just pushing through it. Now, healthy, just ready to compete and just kind of see what I can do being healthy and not having anything limiting me at practice and at the meet, and kind of being not as confident as I am now.
Well, it's great to see that man on screen, Terence Laird, back.
It's the 22.
So basically, timeline to the injury, 2020 fall, Saturday practice, sleds, hurt my back. I sat out probably from then to about right after Christmas.
What's good, everybody? It's the GOAT, Aaron Brown. And before this video starts, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below in the description. And if you want to support my channel and you appreciate the content I've been making, be sure to become a member of my channel. And I've seen a lot of people had concerns and difficulties of becoming a member of my channel. So I'm going to show you how to do it, especially from an iPhone. So you have to go to the online version of YouTube on Safari and click the double A's in the bottom left corner and do it a request desktop version. And we request the desktop version. Then you could go to my channel, the Aaron Brown. Kaboom. And right next to the subscribe button is the join button, and that's how you join my channel to support it. And yeah, I appreciate all the support. Now let's jump straight into it. In this video, we'll be talking about the college standout and sprint phenom Terence Laird. Terence Laird was an immensely talented sprinter that went to Penn State, Hines Junior College, and LSU. Terence Laird won the NCAA double, the 100, 200 sprint double, and then he went on to become professional and run for Adidas. And since he left college with PRs of 10.0 and 1981, he just really haven't done anything since. He run one or two meets every year, and then after that he just disappears. He doesn't run at the USA meet, and yeah. And it raises the question every single year, where is Terence Laird? What happened to Terence Laird? So I know from research that he's been dealing with back issues like disc issues since he was at LSU. He even won the NCAA title while he was hurt. And pretty much since that year, 2021, he really haven't been a factor when it comes to sprinting in the United States. And that's something that is very, very, very common. I always say that once you win an NCAA title, you typically aren't going to ever reach that level ever again. And most guys who win NCAA titles, they usually never run faster ever in their life. Even if they come back to college and win another NCAA title, they usually do it with a slower time. And a lot of them go pro and just never reach that height again once they become professional. Why that's the case, I'm not sure, but it's just the way it is. So I always tell people, if you want to win an NCAA title, be sure and be ready for that to be the pinnacle of your track and field career, because the majority of people who win the NCAA title, that's usually the pinnacle of their career, and they never really run faster, or if they do, they usually later end up in some type of doping scandal or something of that nature. Like if you look at the 100-meter champion last year, Courtney Lindsay, he ran 9.8. This year as a professional, he even ran pretty decent this year, but he failed to make the 100-meter team, and he failed to make the 200-meter team in the United States, even after being a favorite. Udodi Onwuzurike, he won the 200 last year. He haven't ran anywhere near 19.8 this year, and he really just haven't ran really that fast all year. 2022, Joseph Fahnbulleh, he did the 100 and 200-meter double. He ran 19.83 at that meet, and to this day, 19.83 is still his PR, and he hasn't broken 20 seconds since he's been professional. And 2021 was the year of Terence Laird. He did the double, haven't PR'd since, haven't been a factor globally since. 2019, Devon Odeduru, he did the 100, 200 double for Texas Tech. Didn't PR once he left college and went pro, and got suspended for taking drugs. So it's a very, very long sample size of the top guys collegiately usually don't turn out to be the best guys globally after college. So more than likely, if you become an NCAA champion, you will never be good again professionally, and that's just the case of Terence Laird and so many others who have won NCAA championships. Now, usually the guys who get 4th, 5th place, they usually become the top guys in the world and be the guys contending to win national championships globally, and Olympic medals and world championship medals. But the top guys in college usually turn out to be nothing. They usually have to put their body through immense strain, and most of them guys become hurt, or most of them guys have to turn to drugs to maintain the level in which they reached in college, because most of the time they were doping in college. And that's just the harsh reality of it because you really don't get tested in college. So it's easy to dope in college. I ran a few meets with Terence Laird this year at Azusa, Mount Sac. We both ran a 200. He ran 20.2. Like, he's not running slow, but he runs every year, like once or twice every year, and that's about it. But it's over with for Terence Laird. That's the harsh reality of it. And like the majority of the guys who win NCAA championships, and the only time you can really stay relevant once you win an NCAA championship if you run for another country. Granted, you would never run fast again, but you will still make it to global championships like a Joseph Faunbulé. I doubt Joseph Faunbulé will ever break 20 seconds again in the 200, but since he's running for Liberia, he doesn't have to. And guys like Louis Hinchcliffe from University of Houston, he won the 100 this year. More than likely, that'll be the pinnacle of his career. But since the fact that he's representing Great Britain, he can always qualify for global championships because the top guys in the UK be running 10-2 and 10-3. So a guy that can consistently run 10-1 will always be a factor. But yeah, that's just the sad reality of guys like Terence Laird. Immensely talented, but won an NCAA championship, and that was just his downfall. So that's a decision you got to make when it comes to track. You either want to run fast in college or you want to run fast as a pro. You decide.